Hi, I'm Pam, and I want to welcome you to this Trades of Hope party. I prefer doing live videos, but I don't think anyone saw the video. I'm not sure what's going on with Facebook. So I decided I would just do a video and put it in so that you can see of a few of my favorite things and hear a few stories about them. So, first of all, I want to thank your host for inviting you here and thank you for coming. I am so glad that you are here and hope you really enjoy it. Your host is going to be receiving some free and half price items based on what you purchase, as well as if you decide to host your own event. And so that's a lot of fun for them, and hopefully a lot of fun for you too, because there's some beautiful things and they all have a story. So I love that. So Trades of Hope is a direct sales company that was started in 2010 by two moms and their teenage daughters. And the whole purpose behind the company was to empower people out of poverty, extreme poverty, slavery, and trafficking, and give them a way to provide in a dignified way, to provide for their families and for themselves. And this has worked really well. Direct sales is a great way for getting stories across and sharing information with people. And sales is a great way to help people to have better lives, because nobody really wants to only be given things. They want to be able to earn it. They want a lifelong way to be able to provide for themselves and their families. And so this is going really well. Trades of Hope purchases items from artisans in 19 different countries right now, and as more people decide to partner with Trades of Hope, the number can get higher and higher of countries as well as artisans. So that is one of the goals, is to keep the organizations that are already being purchased from, keep them going at the same time as adding in new organizations and countries. But it can't be done until there's more sales. So thus the benefit of having more partners and more hosts and more people purchasing. The artisans are paid their asking price. Trades of Hope goes to them and says, what does it cost for you to make this item? What do you need to be paid? They don't argue, they don't negotiate the price, they give them their asking price. And that is typically 4 to 6 times more than what they would make in their own country if they sold the same item. So I started with Trades of Hope about 4 years ago, but my Trades of Hope journey actually starts in 2012 when I went to Haiti for the first time. It was the first time I had been in a third world country. Well, I'd been to Mexico, but on a vacation. So I came back and it totally wrecked me in a good way. It changed my perspective, it changed my life, it changed how I see things and how I want to do things, and I wanted to make a difference. So one of the things that I learned or saw when I was in Haiti was an organization that made jewelry, and they had a party box, what they called it. So they would send me jewelry and other gifts. I would sell what I could, send them back whatever didn't sell, and send them back the money. And I did this for a few years, and then I saw Trades of Hope, and I thought, now I can add 18 other countries to what I can offer my friends and family. And along with that, I can, each country has its different style, each organization has its different style. So if you're tired of the items from this organization in Haiti, maybe you'd like the items from this organization in India. And it is making a difference in even more people's lives. So I love that. That's why I got started with Trades of Hope. And since then, I have started working with a school in Haiti. It is actually the school that some of the kids from one of their artisan groups attend. So the one that I first started with, some of their children attend this school. So I actually know some of the artisans that make some of our items and the children of these artisans. So that's really cool for me, really fun for me to have that connection. Well, I'm going to share a few stories with you. I always start with Haiti because that's where I got my start, and that's what captured my heart and continues to capture my heart. So I'm going to show you a few items from Haiti. Now, this woman who started the organization that I started with in Haiti, she and her husband went to Haiti to adopt a child and realized that the problem wasn't that this child didn't have family. The problem was that this family of the child could not afford to feed them, could not afford to send them to school, could not afford to house and clothe them. And so in Haiti and many other countries, families, parents send their kids to orphanages because they can't provide for them. And many of these parents would much rather have their children with them than to put them in an orphanage or give them up for adoption. So she started an organization, and what she found, what she was able to do was to start with something consumable, something available in the area, which is what many artisan groups do, and that was cereal boxes. So somebody came down, somebody was in Haiti, and they taught her and the people there how to make beads out of cereal boxes. So these beads here in this faith bracelet from Haiti are made from cereal boxes. They are long, narrow triangles. They are rolled on a stick and made into a bead. The other beads here are made from clay. It's actually the mud in Haiti that they've learned how to make into clay and make beads and vases and mugs and other things out of clay. And this is the same mud that if you've seen somewhere where people are making mud cakes and feeding their children, this is the same mud that they are making those mud cakes out of. Now, mud cakes, as you can imagine, are not good for children. They're not good for people. They have no nutritional value, and they just hurt. But they stop the pain of hunger. And that's why the parents do that, is that they can stop their children from feeling hungry, the pain from hunger, which is really sad. So these bracelets make a difference. These bracelets mean that these families can provide for their children. This is another bracelet from Haiti. It is the Ami bracelet. And look at these teeny tiny beads. They are made from paper and made in the same way, but they're smaller and they are rolled on a needle. Now I can hardly focus on these beads because they're so small, and actually these artisans are rolling them on a needle. I have the opportunity to be able to watch. This one I actually took when I took my daughter to Haiti in 2018. We got the opportunity to practice making these beads, to make necklaces, to make the tags with the artisans there, which was a great opportunity, great experience. But when I was in Haiti a couple years ago, I actually was writing a book, have written a book about a couple of kids in Haiti. And one of them, Marcus, we went to his family home to interview and take pictures. And his mom is one of the artisans. Her name is Afta. And she was there making beads, including these beads. So I actually have a picture of her fingers making these beads. Amazing. I could never do it. So the Ami bracelet from Haiti. I'm also wearing these earrings, and I think they're the Revive earrings, but I'm not positive about that. These are actually made from recycled oil barrels and ethically gathered cow horn. Now, I'm going to show you a few items that are different when you purchase them. Almost everything from Trades of Hope is very similar. They will have differences because they're not made in a factory, they're handmade, but they're mostly the same. These are not. These you can get anywhere, and you don't order by color, you order the earrings and they come how they come. I've got black ones, they have a little bit of white on them, but they also can come as in tan or off-white or a combination. I love them because they are super lightweight, and they just, I don't know, they just do something, I think. So I think they're pretty trendy, pretty on, whatever. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but I love them. Well, this woman who started the organization Haiti, one of the things that she did, she wrote a thank you note on Facebook, a thank you message to one of the partners. And she said, "Thank you for doing what you do. Trades of Hope jewelry made in Haiti is seriously life-changing for our artisans here. I wish everyone could see the happy faces because everyone gets called into work when a Trades of Hope order comes through. You guys make it happen. You rock." And that is so true, especially right now in Haiti, but in all other countries as well, especially right now, because nobody's going to these countries. So they aren't able to sell things in the country like they could before, even at the lower cost. They aren't able to sell stuff because nobody's there buying things. And so this is even more important right now, that we are purchasing beautiful things from countries, from people who are making countries throughout the world and making a difference in their lives. So I'm going to move on to Guatemala. And in Guatemala, we have several artisan groups. The first one is not actually an artisan group. It's a coffee plantation. And they grow coffee beans. They process all the beans themselves. We sell both ground and whole bean coffee. It's a medium blend, low acid, and they ship it directly from the plantation as soon as it's done to your home. So it's as fresh as possible. Now, I don't drink coffee personally, but I have heard that this coffee is amazing. And so if you like a low or a medium blend coffee, you may love this coffee. If you have questions about it, let me know, because I have information from people who've tried it and have written about it or talked about it, and I can get you more information. We have an artisan group there that makes jewelry, and this is one of my favorite pieces overall, and one of my favorite pieces from Guatemala. These are the imprint earrings. They are sterling silver, so they are great for sensitive ears and super lightweight, and I think they go with anything. They can be very simple or they can be very dressy. You can't see it very well. I keep trying, but it doesn't focus very well on here. They have the fingerprint of the artisan on them, on this part. And that was a mistake when they first started. And then they realized that people wanted the fingerprints of the artisans on them. So it became their trademark. And now most of their jewelry has fingerprints of artisans on them. And their point behind that is that we all have value, whether we're the woman wearing them or the woman who made them. We all have value, and I love that. All right, we also have some groups that do, a group or some groups, I'm not sure, that do textiles. So this is the mosaic clutch made out of huipil material. That is the traditional material that women make shirts out of in Guatemala. The colors are all different. This is another one of those pieces. They're all different based on, it's upcycled, so these are shirts that women are no longer wearing, and based on where the women were living, that's what color and design it is. It has leather on it, so that's all the same, but the huipil material is different. We have a couple of kids pieces from Guatemala. We have a bunny backpack, and here's a turtle backpack. These are made from different, leftover scraps of material. And so these are all different as well, a little bit. We have a bag, and I can never remember the name of this bag. Well, I can't remember it now because it's new. But this is made from leather, and then this is hand woven textile. And I love this bag. It is classy, it is simple, it is beautiful. And look at this pretty bag that it came in. I'm not sure if they are all purple, but mine came in a pretty purple bag, so I'm guessing that they all come in a bag, but maybe not all purple. But pretty bag, purse. It's got pockets on the inside. It's got the closure here. I love that. And we have a group, I'm not sure which group, that makes handbag charms, handbag something or others, things that you can put on your handbag or backpack. We have a giraffe and a zebra that came out first, and then we have this llama. And when Trades of Hope went back to the organization and said, we want a llama, the organization said, can we raise our price? We thought we'd make enough from the price you are giving us for the giraffe and zebra, but we're not making enough. Is it possible to raise the price? And so Trades of Hope said, of course, we want you to be successful. We want you to survive. So they raised the price on the llama. And they raised the price for us on the llama. So you notice that the llama is more expensive than the giraffe and zebra. But they also raised the cost that they are giving to the artisans for the giraffe and zebra, but they didn't raise it for us. So I love that about Trades of Hope. They really do have the artisan's best interest in mind. Well, I'm going to move on to Uganda. We have a group there called, it's from the Batwa tribe. They're a group that lived in Uganda, and the Ugandan government decided that their land would make a great gorilla sanctuary, place for the gorillas to live. And so they kicked these people out. Well, in Uganda, this people group is not accepted by the rest of the Ugandans. And so they have a hard time getting jobs. They don't have places to live. It's really tough. What they do have is a skill in making baskets. Beautiful baskets. So this is the Batwa basket set. It's got a bigger one and a smaller one. And it is grasses that are dried and dyed and then woven. It opens and looks like that on the inside, both of them. Some of them at least come with the name of the artisan here on a little piece of notebook paper that you can take off if you want. But people wanted that when they accidentally came. So the Batwa basket set is, I love it. I set it on my end table. I don't have it filled, but it would be great for putting knickknacks in or storing things or paper clips or, whatever. My last in-person event last year, I was passing this around in Minnesota in the winter when we are all missing summer. And somebody looked in and went, oh, it smells like summer. And so every time that I need a bit of summer, I can smell this and be reminded of summer. Love that. I will switch to India now, and India is a country that we get more items from than any other country. We get most of our home decor, most of our bags, most of our scarves, much of our jewelry comes from India. And India just has a lot of different groups who are doing a lot of different things. So I'm going to show you a few pieces from India. This actually is one of my favorites. It is somewhat new and is new to me within the past couple of months, but I love it. It is the Leather Traveler wallet, I believe. And it is small, but it holds everything. So everything that was in my big wallet fits in here. Money, paper money, coins, all my cards, all fits in here. And it's a super light, soft leather. So I love this wallet. There's another bag that I also love. This one I am not able to use because I carry too much in my purse and it doesn't fit. I tried really hard because I love this. I think it is a sweet purse. It is crossbody, which is my favorite, but it is too small for me. But if you like a small bag, small purse, and you like leather, this is perfect. This is the inside. It's got 2 pockets in there and then a bigger section in the middle. It's the crossbody, leather crossbody. I can't remember for sure what it's called. Now I do use a crossbody that Trades of Hope has, and I forgot to grab it. I use it in the summer and I use it when I go on vacations, and it's called the Zuri crossbody. I love that one because it matches with almost everything. It's lightweight, it's a crossbody, and it is big. It holds so much, so I can put all my stuff in there when I'm traveling, and it zips shut, so it's great for travel. We have 3 baskets made in India: the Hope, the Faith, and the Love. And you can see that it says Hope all around. The Faith and Love are the same way. It's that size. It's great for fruit or bread, mail, Christmas cards, knickknacks, that kind of thing. The Love one is used a lot as wedding gifts. I also have a customer who used it as wall decor. She put it up on her wall with a few other items, and it looks great on her wall. So, Hope, Faith, and Love baskets. We have scarves from India. This is one of my favorites. It is the Patrika scarf, and it is block printed. So they take a block of wood, they cut it out, cut the design out of it, they dip it into dye, and then put it on the material. So this is all block printed except for the edges, and I can't imagine how much work this is to do it, but it's like $28 for this scarf. Amazing. This is an incredible amount of work. I think I could never do it. It is long. It is lightweight, so you can wear it in winter as a scarf. You could wear it in the summer as a vest or a kimono or a dress. People even wore it because it is so long and big. So that's what I do with that one. We have blankets. We have 3 different blankets. This is my favorite. It is the Embrace blanket. It's a gray, blue, and white with fringe on the bottom. I love it because in the summer I can have it out because it's lightweight, so if I'm chilly in the evenings I can use it, or with air conditioning. And in the winter it works well as well, so, and it looks pretty in my living room. There's a black and white one and also a tan one available from India. I'll show you a few of the pieces of jewelry from India before I end. This is, and these are pretty new, and so I don't know the names of these, I'm sorry. But if you have questions, let me know. Look at this pretty necklace. This is, oh, I'm going to show you United States after I'm done with India. Look at the pretty blue. And these are all semi-precious stones, and I don't remember. This might be chalcedony, but I'm not positive. But I can find it if you have questions, or you can find it by looking on the internet. Oh, I can't make it go so that you can see it. But the pretty silver short necklace. Now, one of the things that I like is that Trades of Hope has necklace extenders, both in silver and gold. So if it's too short, I can make it even longer. And it does get even shorter because they put different spots on here to make it shorter. Most of the necklaces are like that. They also have a clasp that you can get that will, you can put 2 or 3 necklaces together, and it will hold them apart so that they don't tangle. And wearing multiple necklaces right now is really in, so that works out really well. This is a ring. We have several rings. This is one that I really like. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it, but look at how pretty that is. I love that color. Reminds me of the ocean. And then we have a gold set with some blue semi-precious stones. These are separate, but they go together. This is the set of earrings. Again, lightweight, gold, and I wear these as much as I wear blue. So I love these. And then we have a gold chain, and this has the blue charm put on it. So these are two separate items, but look at how pretty that is. So again, I like to wear it when I have something blue on when I'm wearing gold. So a few things from India. I forgot I was going to show you some things from the United States. So right now in the United States, I think we have just soap and a necklace. So I'm going to show you the necklace. We have artisan groups on the East Coast and on the West Coast. The necklace is from the West Coast, but all of our artisan groups in the U.S. focus on helping women out of trafficking. So this is made in California. It is the Freedom Necklace. It's blue semi-precious, or blue-green semi-precious stones ranging from dark to light. And the meaning behind many of this organization's items is taking women from darkness to light. And they work on helping women heal physically, emotionally, sexually, spiritually, financially. They're working on all those things. And it is a tough job. It is tough for these women. But not only does this give them some financial help, but it also helps with their emotional health, with their self-esteem, because they are doing some dignified work and they're being appreciated for it. So we hear this all over, especially from the newer groups, that the women are so shocked that something that they have made that women in the United States are appreciating and loving. So it makes a big difference. I wear this a lot. I love to tell the story of the Freedom Necklace. So I've shown you a few things from a few countries. It's not many. There's so many more, and you can see it all on some on the Facebook post that I did, but also if you go to the link, your host's link, you can find it on that, through that link. You can look for items based on the country, you can look for items based on the name, or you can just look through everything, or by area. So now that you know about Trades of Hope, you have 3 options in partnering with Trades of Hope to make a difference in the world. One is to do what I do and become a partner with Trades of Hope. And Trades of Hope is looking for more women and men, if they're interested, but mostly women is what we have, who want to be part of this sisterhood and make a difference in the world using our strong voices and our abilities to market their handmade items. It really does make a difference. So if that sounds like it's interesting to you, people do it in all different ways. They do it everywhere from just showing a few things, wearing things, showing it on Facebook, showing it to their friends, and having people purchase, all the way to making this a full-time job and making a lot of money for themselves as well as the artisans. And really, Trades of Hope needs people in all these different ways of doing it. The second thing that you can do is become a host and do a party like this where you're sharing with your family and friends. I make it as easy as possible, and your host could hopefully verify that. As easy as possible, as fun as possible for you and your guests. And then you get the opportunity to share this with your family and friends, and they have the opportunity to purchase and make a difference through their purchases. And the third is that you can purchase items. The purchasing is so important, so valuable. I love it because I can tell the stories as well as making a difference in these lives. I can tell the stories, and telling the stories also gives impact, gives validation, gives empowerment to these people in other countries and our own who are doing these amazing things. It makes a difference just through sharing the stories. But purchasing for yourself, being able to enjoy it, purchasing as gifts, they all come with some kind of a tag that tells a little bit about the item, a little bit about the artisan group, a little bit about the country, so that your recipient will be able to see the difference that they are making through the gift that they received. So it's a wonderful gift-giving opportunity. Well, I always like to end with a couple of quotes from Trades of Hope. The first is that we don't employ people to make jewelry. We make jewelry to employ people. And the second is that it's not about the jewelry, it's about changing lives. But jewelry is a fun way to get that mission accomplished. And I would say that so our bags and scarves and kids' items and home decor, it's a fun way to get the mission accomplished. And if you agree with me, you probably want to purchase, you might want to host, you might want to partner, so that you can be part of getting the mission of changing lives accomplished. So again, I thank you for participating in this party. I thank you for participating by watching this, participating by purchasing, participating by interacting in the posts. I love when people ask questions. I love when you share your experiences or share what you've gotten. So please participate in the group and let me know what I can do to make it the best for you. So thanks again for joining me in this video. Thanks again for joining in this party. Bye.